Hi, my name is Cheyenne Bradford, and after watching Randy Pausch's last lecture, I have taken away some life lessons. I have heard some advice that I hope to implement into my life going forward. Some of the life lessons that I have taken away is that whether you're a teacher or not, you're still going to learn from your students. I've also learned that you never lose, or you try never to lose, that childlike wonder. Once you do, life's boring, and it's not worth it. I mean, it's worth it, but it's not as worth it. You help others, because if you help others, you help yourself. You realize just how much others need you. Loyalty is a two-way street. If someone's loyal to you, you should be loyal to them, and vice versa. And never take anything less. Never give up. Once you give up, there's no way you can have that you wanted. Focus on others, not yourself. Again, focus on others, and you can focus on yourself. Because most of the time, when you help someone, you see something of yourself in them, and you see how to help that part of you. Get a feedback loop, whether it's colleagues, family, friends, strangers, mentors, anything, anybody. You ask for advice, you take it. You listen, you hear, you take that, and you use it. Don't just ignore it, because once you do, they won't be willing to give it back again. Show gratitude, again. As long as you show that you're thankful for someone, they will still be there. Once you brush them off or you don't listen, it's more likely that they won't come back. Advice, just keep waiting. The longer you wait, the better that thing that you're waiting for is going to be. Words to live by: enable the dreams of others. Because if you take your time and your effort in helping someone else to achieve their dreams, there's a bigger chance that they will help you. And no, don't go looking into things like that. But it's karma. What goes around comes around. If you help someone, more than likely you will be helped when you need it the most. What stood out about the lecture was that he laughed the entire time. Even though he knew he had cancer, he knew that there was a big chance that that would be his last lecture, and that there was a good chance that he would never be able to get on stage again, but he was still laughing and joking. Again, never take life for granted, because you do, and then something happens and you realize you have, and you miss it. You miss all those opportunities that you had and didn't take. If I know anything, it's that when you're dealt a bad hand, doesn't mean that you take it and you fold. You play with it anyways. Play on it. My bad hand was that I grew up in a rough household. My parents divorced when I was really little, and I lived with my dad. I ended up having to raise my brother on my own. I had a little bit of help, but it wasn't enough. I was the big sister that became second mom. I ran with that. I raised him and myself, and in a way I raised my birth father. Not really, but I tried. Do I regret that? No. But I do regret just letting it happen and not taking a stand. But again, I played the hand that I was dealt. But with one of those life lessons that I learned from the lecture, I had already learned to just keep waiting, or the advice that I learned that I had taken from the lecture. Just keep waiting. I waited, and I waited, and I waited for some kind of help, and eventually it came through teachers, through professors, through family that didn't know that I would ever see again. And now I'm out of that situation. I'm living the best life that I could ever ask for. Um, if you would have asked me 3 years ago if I would be in this position, or that I would be in this position, I would think you were crazy. But I just kept waiting, and it paid off. So if I could tell you any advice, it would be to just keep waiting and to help others every chance you get, because that is what held me together, is helping others. Just like Randy did. He helped his students, he helped his family, he helped everybody, and he's still helping. Well, whenever he did the lecture, he was still helping. And for those kinds of people, I hope the world never loses those kinds of people. All of them. I think that's about it.